Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? Hope everybody's doing awesome. Alright, let's get this thing up in my camera doesn't look right. Hold on a second. I think I need to move it a little bit. My camera's in a funny spot. 1 second. Alright, where's the rest of it? Am I zoomed in or something? No, why is it doing that? That's a little better. That's a little bit better. That's good enough. Alright, what's up guys and gals? We got Black Tiger, hey hey. We got somebody with a name I can't read, Kaldza. Hello, hello, Sharkster, what's going on? Robert, Daniel. Denial. Mark. Nice to see you guys. Portugal, what's up, buddy? Devil, how's it going? Randids, how are you today? The Outsider, hello, hello. Hope you guys are all doing good. Thanks for coming out to my crazy stream. We got some old school gameplay. I'm going to tell you what, it was a long time ago. Like these games were 3+ years ago. I kind of missed the game back in the day. The graphics weren't as good, but I think the game was at a pretty fun spot back then. Frosting, how are you today? Good to see ya. I see somebody says something about the Seeker. Subduer, Seeker, dampers. What are you guys talking about? The damper drone got nerfed hard, y'all. What drone? The Seeker? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me, as far as I know, none of the nerfs and buffs have gone through. Let me open the Discord and take a look. Where is the Discord? I got too many things up on my screen. Let me see if they posted anything about the nerfs and buffs yet. They should be going through pretty soon, but when, I have no idea. Alright, War Robots game news. The balance changes are live. Oh, the balance changes are live. Alright, let's go take a look at this. So, did they change it? Condor. Let's find out what's going on here, guys and gals. How big are the changes? Alright, Inquisitor, Hades, Jaeger, Leech, Lynx. Let's see if the Titans... Let's move over the Titans. So, Eiffel got balance change, Sharinga. Alright, so they did take the... Yeah, the Luchador nerf is gone. Luchador nerf's gone. The Rook nerf is gone. So yeah, Eiffel got nerfed. Heimdall got buffed. Nodens got buffed. Sharinga got buffed. Cool, cool. There's so much stuff on here. I mean, it takes like a year to go through it. But Showdown Drone looks like it was nerfed a little bit. Shy Drone looks like it was nerfed a little bit. Pascal, it looks like it was nerfed. Kestrel got a little bit nerfed. Not so bad. Iron Hearth. What is this? The cooldown of the... Okay, the Iron Hearth has a smaller cooldown and the barrel just got more durability. Cool, cool. Yeah, so the balance changes are finally live, guys and gals. That's actually pretty good. So the Athos, Parthos, Artemis got a 16-second reload. That's a bummer. Alright, well, you know, I know what I'm going to be testing today. Yeah, Revenant got a buff. Revenant got a buff, that's good. Crisis. So, Curry, Crisis, Dagon, Inquisitor, Hades, Jaeger, Leech, Lynx, Nightingale, Ochi-Kochi, Raptor, Revenant, Shenlao. Those are all robots that got either buffed or nerfed. There's just so many things on here. There's too many things. I mean, it's going to take a long time to test all of this out, but... yeah, the first thing I'm going to do after the stream ends, I'm going to probably have some lunch, get a little exercise in, get a little walk in, and I'm going to build up a Heimdall, and we're going to test out the Heimdall. We are going to see how well the Heimdall does, so. Wave drone on Fafnir. So Fafnir doesn't have any type of shields for the wave to work with. I don't think it would be very good, actually. Midnight, what's up, my man? Do I have a brother named Brad? Not that I know of. No. A typical, what's up, buddy? My name is something that I cannot read, and I love existing. Well, that's good. Can't read it, but a typical gamer, right? Is that what that actually says? It might be. Andrew says nerfs are lives. Frowny face. Yep, looks like they're all in effect. Yesterday I didn't play the game, so I don't know if this happened yesterday or today, but I took the day off yesterday. Alright, so yeah. Lots of changes. So Eiffel is probably not going to be very good anymore. But yeah, if you guys got some game questions, feel free to ask. All right, we got a question and answer today. So, Jay Kuzer, what's up? Randidits, what's going on, buddy? We got Brandon Eller in the house. We got K-Fed. We got Jamil. Yeah, Ironhearth looks like it got some sort of a buff, and the Revenant got a buff, so that should be pretty good together, right? Ironhearth isn't something I would normally run, but I will definitely put that on a Revenant. I was thinking, I bet if you put that new drone on the Revenant, every time you bust the Revenant shield, he's going to get an Aegis shield. That new drone might be kind of cool on the Revenant. That and the Ironhearth are both good for him. But yeah. Oh, you're wondering how fast the wave drone can make a Fafnir in the air. Not very. I mean, if you notice, Fafnir is pretty slow in general, so my guess would be not very. You probably wouldn't be able to make the Fafnir fast in the air. Dennis says, Curry is still good for me even though it's been nerfed because I am able to increase my Avalon mothership rate. Yeah, I mean, Curry's a great robot. Actually, let's go look at what they did to him because that's one of the best robots in the game right now. What do they do to the Curry? Increase the cooldown of the blink support from 8 to 14. So it had an 8-second cooldown, now it has a 14-second cooldown. I can live with that. Reduce turret damage by 30%. I can live with that. It now has a 350 meter range on the turrets. Sucks, but I can live with that. It will lock you down faster. And now you're going to get way more movement speed when you go into the ability. You're going to get 90% movement speed, it looks like. That's crazy. You're going to move almost twice as fast now when you go into Curry's ability. So that's going to be a pretty big deal, actually. But yeah, Jaeger got buffed, Nightingale got buffed, Revenant, Sharinga, and Nodens. Those all got a big old buff. Midnight is enjoying the nerfs. Is the Baglasar Devil the Baglasarly Ralali Titan? I can't pronounce half of these things. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's hard to play, right? That Titan's really hard to play, but if you can figure out how to play it, it's actually really good. So I would say yes, it's great. Mr. Alexi, what's up, bud? Which drones got nerfed? Man, let me see. A bunch. Which ones got nerfed? So Kestrel got nerfed, Pascal got nerfed, Shy got nerfed. And the Showdown... Showdown, is that a nerf or a buff on the Showdown? On stealth, drop damage. Yeah, the Showdown got a nerf as well. There's a lot going on there. Yeah, Jay Kuzer, I'm going to be playing the Heimdall all night long. I'm going to throw a Heimdall together and I'm going to play the crap out of that bad boy. Alright, Sharkster says the new robot on the test server actually looks like a robot. You know, I didn't get to play it, but yeah, it does. I got to see it, but I could not get into the test server. It was bugging out on me, unfortunately. Alright. Jay Kuzer's just chilling. Cool, cool. But the Heimdall got a lot of buffs. Honestly, they did a lot to the Heimdall. Let's go over it because I'm pretty happy about this one. There's like 43 different things. How did I get here? Somehow I moved to somewhere I didn't want to be. Alright. Heimdall. Increased movement speed to 50 kilometers per hour. Increased damage bonus for nearby allies. So anybody who's near you is going to do 20% more damage. Increased defense points. He now has 150 defense points. So that's pretty good. Increased damage of the shapeshift attack mode. Plus 20% damage on that little built-in weapon. Increased damage of the golden... Oh, wait. Wait, shapeshift attack mode weapon. What is that? Well, I don't know. It says the shapeshift attack mode weapon and the golden horn grenade launcher both got 20% more damage. I'm confused. What is the attack mode weapon? One mode has a built-in weapon, one doesn't, right? I'm missing something here. The golden horn grenade launcher, that's the built-in weapon, I believe. But what is the shapeshift attack mode weapon? I'm confused. I really don't know on that one. I mean, one mode has a weapon, one doesn't. So I don't understand. Can anybody explain this to me? Because obviously I'm an idiot. Sharkster says, is it true that nerfs are getting canceled? Some of them got canceled. Depends on which ones you're talking about. But some, I mean, not Sharinga. Eiffel and... Oh my god. No, Eiffel got nerfed. I'm having a brain fart. I'm drawing a blank. Not Revenant. Revenant's not even a Titan. Guys. The Luchador and the Rook nerfs were canceled. There was probably a few other nerfs that were canceled, right? So yeah, I mean, a few got canceled, but a lot of stuff still got rebalanced. Should you upgrade the Parthos and the Aramis? Yes, but they're not wonderful. But here's the thing. Some people are still going to love them and some people are not. So you're not going to... It's one of those things where it's going to be a really good weapon still. It's going to be a great weapon, but that reload time is going to make some people not like it. I'm not sure if you're going to like it if you upgrade it, but it is going to be a good weapon because all they did is increase the reload. It's still going to shoot for a while. It's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to heal you up really well. It's just going to have a 16-second reload now, so... Oh, wait. No. They did reduce some of the damage. Oh, crap. No. There's three different things for nerfs on those weapons. I missed that. Athos and Aramis got reduced damage as well. I don't know, actually. That's gonna be rough. Robert says the Heimdall uses a suppression grenades. Yeah, but it doesn't have 2 built-in weapons, does it? This thing is basically saying there's 2 different built-in weapons that got buffed on the Heimdall. I only know of 1 built-in weapon. That's why I'm confused. Logan, I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself? Pardeep, what's up, man? I would probably hold off on upgrading those yet. Let some of us YouTubers test these things out. Like I said, there's about 94 things that got rebalanced, so we need time to play all this stuff. It would have been fine, I think, with a longer reload, but now that I see that they reduce some of the damage, that's going to change things. That's going to change things a little bit. ACD says if you press shapeshift mode, you got to choose heal or attack. Yeah, but it's saying there's 2 different built-in weapons that have both been buffed on the Heimdall. There's not 2 different built-in weapons. That's the thing that's confusing me. Should you upgrade the Shenlao or get the Loki? Alright, so Devil, Shenlao and Loki are very, very different things. I mean, they're both little pain in the butt robots. I mean, Loki's a lot of fun. I think Loki's way more fun to play than Shenlao, but they're very different. So Shenlao is getting a nerf. I haven't got to play it since the nerf, but you gotta wait. You can only teleport every 5 seconds now instead of every 3, so that might be a pretty noticeable difference. And you're gonna lose a little bit of shield. And it's now a dome shield instead of a personal. So Shenlao is going to be a lot easier to kill. It's still going to be good, but you're going to have to play it a lot more carefully. That's the thing. Shenlao will still be a good robot, but it's going to die a lot easier. Alright, if you're a really good Shenlao player, I think you're going to really like it. But I do think some people are going to move on from that robot, but it's just going to be a little harder to keep alive. You're going to have to really pay attention to what you teleport into. Like, before with the Shenlao, I had no problem teleporting into a group of 3 or 4 enemies. I don't think I would do that anymore. I'm going to make sure I'm teleporting to one guy that's by himself, and I think you'll still be okay at that point, so... Ricka says, the game is so biased towards brawlers. Crisis got nerfed, but Luchador and Rook nerf canceled because they are brawlers. Yeah, I mean, in Beacon games... Alright, so in Beacon games, brawlers are 100% necessary. If you're playing Deathmatch, or if you're playing Free-For-All, you don't necessarily need the brawler. See, that's the thing. You gotta have good brawlers if you want to play some of those modes. Like, long-range snipers will not do well in a... At least I should say a bunch of long-range snipers will not do well in a Beacon game, but... Brawlers are where it's at. You need brawlers. But they do seem to nerf the longer range stuff a lot more than they do the brawling stuff, I've noticed. Not sure why, but I do notice that. Logan says, like the video, guys, and smash that like button. Thank you, Logan. Typical says they both supply oppression. Wait a second. What am I missing here? There's a machine gun and a grenade launcher. I am so confused. I know about the one that fires automatically, but I don't know. I just don't know, guys. How are there two weapons on it? It's been a long time since I played that. Jay Coozer, Grady White, what's up, buddy? Jay Coozer says, Hover was one of my favorite to play, not even close to meta anymore. Oh, Hover was awesome back in the day, but now it's like poop sandwiches. Yeah, Logan, hope you have a happy birthday tomorrow, my man. Daniel Sykes, what's going on? Devil says, my medical exams are going to start from next month, so I have to quit robots for a few months. Well, my man, I mean, I guess if you gotta, I don't know why you would have to stop for 2 months, but I guess I don't understand the situation, but hey, real life stuff comes first, right? Grady White says, how old is this video? Old. Very, very old. I don't know. ACDC says, after continuous fire, it accumulates in a price suppression. Shinlao Igniter. I mean, if you like the igniters, that would be a good setup. All right, so I don't understand the Heimdall apparently. I haven't played that thing in years, really. I mean, every once in a while I throw it in, but I don't know. We're going to play with the Heimdall later today. Brandon Eller says they buffed the Dazzler. Yeah, Dazzlers are cool weapons, actually. Dazzlers and Lanterns are pretty nice. I think you can actually get those pretty easily. They're not bad weapons at all. So those got increased amounts of ammo, so they shoot a little bit longer. It's not bad. Yeah, Gargantua, Pantagruel, the healing Titan weapons, the vacuum weapons for your Titans, they got a little bit more damage. Like the angle, not really the damage, but the angle has been increased. So instead of shooting this wide, now they shoot like this wide, if that makes sense. They used to be like this. Now they're like this. So you can hit stuff like further to the side. So you could actually hit more people at once if everybody's in range and get more damage out of them and more healing and stuff. Robert says some of these nerfs are aimed at the lower leagues. He says the Crisis got nerfed due to the crazy damage from the radiation weapons were wrecking some of the new medium homing missile weapons too much. You know, I do notice certain things in the lower leagues were causing a lot of problems. Down there in the lower leagues, people were having a big issue with like the hurricane rockets. Why is my... But yeah, people were getting wrecked by hurricanes in the lower leagues. And in Champion League, that's a really not strong robot. If I sound like I'm kind of tired today, I am. So sorry about that, guys. if I sound kind of like, I'm pretty tired. I'm very tired today. Logan, you out of here? If so, have a great day. Catch you later and hope your birthday goes well, man. How to play an old version. There's no way to play old versions of the game. Why don't you announce Ruiner winners? Any winners have been announced. So all giveaway winners except for the current one have all been announced already. How can you get a Burgasagalari? Alright. Right now you got to pull that thing out of the data pads. I think that's the only way to get it at the moment. Or maybe look through the daily deals and see if they're selling one in there for a couple bucks. Yeah, Lantern was buffed a little bit. So the Alpha and the Beta, the Lantern and the whatever you call the other one, those were both buffed. Lantern and Dazzler. Daniel Sykes says the low leagues are terrible, LOL. Grady White says the module rework will be the final nail for me. Yeah, you know, I think a lot of people are pretty unhappy about that right now. Wait, Eternal says the Dazzler has a 10-second reload. Why are they unusable? He says the Basilisk has 18-second reload. So Basilisk and Dazzler are different things though, not supposed to work together. So Basilisk and Crate have the same reload as before. They didn't change the reload, they just increased the ammo. So I don't like those weapons, personally. I don't like the Basilisk and the Crate. I don't like them one bit. Now the Dazzler and the Lantern still have the same amount of reload time as well, so that hasn't changed either. But yeah, I personally wouldn't run the Basilisk and the Crates. I think they're terrible weapons for the most part. Where do I announce the winners? Honestly, I don't know. Somewhere on my YouTube channel, they've been announced. I don't know if it was on a video. I mean, I've had about, I don't know how many, like 800, 900 items I gave away recently. So I can't remember what was released where or when, but they've all been released. And there was a lot of stuff. If it was a small giveaway, whatever video I made on Sundays, if it was a big giveaway, there was some were released on videos, some were released on the community tab of my channel. But yeah, I can't remember. There was so many different giveaways, I couldn't tell you which one was announced where. There was just loads of them. Normally we have like 200 items. This time we had like 800 or 900 or something. It was crazy. It was crazy. Daniel Sykes, so you can play class. Yeah, you can play classic mode. That's kind of like it's not really the same as the old school mode, but it's also the old school mode at the same time. I don't think I said that right. I'm telling you guys, I'm tired today. Don't mind me. Devil says, according to you, what is a Titan killer build? Oh man. Alright, so I hate to say it, but right now what's killing Titans would be Titan flamethrowers and the new Titan shotguns like the Runers and the other thing. The Runers and the other Runers. Whatever the other one's called. The Runer and the Anguishers. But when it comes to regular robots, if you're trying to take out something like a Mauler, I guess the new Condor robot's the best thing you're going to get. The Sniper Titan, the Baglosauria, whatever, how do you pronounce? I can't say that thing. That thing can take out other Titans like crazy, but there's really not a lot of stuff to kill Titans right now. I mean, the Titans are super, super strong. Hey, Crazy Gamer, what's up, my man? But I can't think of anything that'll really take out a Mauler than other Titans working together to smash it. Like regular robots, I mean, you can seriously have a whole team of regular robots fighting my Mauler, and they won't be able to kill it. You gotta have other Titans. Now, one thing I noticed is the blast effect weapons that have the little bomb effect. Those seem to take a nice small chunk off of something like the Mauler every time there's a blast effect. So maybe if enough people ran those and shot it at the same time with regular robots, maybe that would do something. I mean, the Hawk laser beam still does halfway decent at some Titans, but it does nothing against the Mauler. But yeah, I mean, there's really not much you can do to take out Titans except for drop in other Titans or work together, I guess. Altered Beast, yeah, they announced that all the buffs and nerfs have gone live. So all the balance changes are live now. I don't know if this went live. Actually, let me look. When did this go live? They announced this today at 9 a.m. So yeah, 9 a.m. this morning, the balance changes all went live. Dennis said, I put forward a quartermaster skill on my Curry plus attack booster to make it stronger after the nerf. The good thing about the Curry is it's pretty durable, right? The Curry is a really durable robot. That's why I'm not really worried about the Curry. It's still hard to kill, so it should be really good. Veyron and Navora, yeah, they're not too bad, ACDC. The Veyron and Navora are good as well. It's kind of crazy, but if I really look at Titan weapons, there's only a couple sets of Titan weapons that are actually worth playing right now, which is kind of sad. Fahami Dodi, hello, hello. Grady White loves the Sniper Titan. I don't like it. I love the damage you get off of that built-in weapon, but I can't play it. It's frustrating to play. It's really good, but it's frustrating. Grady White says, you need to know when to shoot the Mauler. Yeah, you know, if you're far enough away from the Mauler and you shoot it when it doesn't have the ability going, you can almost kill a Mauler with that thing. The damage is insane. I mean, you can shoot the new robot out of the air with it, the Condor. You can just shoot it right out of the air. You can take a huge chunk of Mauler's health away if you shoot it at the right time. It's pretty insane. Altered Beast says, cool, I want to try out my Crate Basilisk Ming again. Ming's pretty hard to keep alive though. Ming's a very squishy robot. I think you're going to get shot down out of the air before you can use that thing. But I could be wrong. Give it a go, man. You might put it in there and love it, but... K-Fed says, you have to kill a Titan, you have to wait until Pixel puts out a new Titan. Brandon says, the Lynx is good too still. What did they do to the Lynx? Let's check it out. Alright, reduce movement speed on the Lynx, increase bonus movement speed during the ability, and they increase the cooldown from 9 to 11. Oh yeah, that Lynx will still be fine. It's going to be a little bit less of a pain in the butt, but yeah, the Lynx will still be pretty good. LH wants to know about the old school rockets. Are you talking about the Freezy rockets? I assume you're talking about the Freezy rockets. Rime Cryo Glacier, reduced reload times and increased range. So they may not have put it in the description, but according to this, it should be 350 meters now. So it should recharge the ammo faster, and it should shoot to 350. That's one of those things where if it doesn't say it, I guess you're going to have to test it just to make sure it works, right? Alright, so Yoshimitsu. One thing about new maps is I've heard this from other game developers that I've spoken to as well. But I guess the maps are so big and the amount of graphics they have to render just for the ground and the sky and the buildings and the mountains and the lakes and the... I guess maps take a really long time for a company to make. So I'm guessing that's why we're only seeing one new map a year or something like that. Devil says, why does Phantom die so soon? So Phantom hasn't been changed. I would check out your build. I would look at your pilot skills. I would look at your modules, because Phantom's a great little robot. Mine's pretty tough. Mine doesn't die very easily, honestly. So I would look at your build. Mine's doing really good. And I'm talking about the regular one. I've been playing the stellar one, so it's got a little bit more hit points than your regular one, but... Alright, so Robert's I got 4 Sinister Cryos ready to go. Yeah, you might want to give those a try, because they've supposedly been buffed already. They should be pretty good, I bet. That's something I want to try out as well. Yeah, today I'm going to be putting my Revenant in, and I'm going to be putting a Heimdall in. I'm going to be doing some tests on those things today. But yeah, Heimdall is something I've been really looking forward to the buff on. I can't wait for that, honestly. I'm really excited to try it out. I'm pretty sure on my own account, I think I got a pilot on my Heimdall, so I'm hoping I can play it on my account, but if not, I'll get on the Battle Wreck account and play that, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Alright, so Mon, what's up, buddy? Mon says, Danny, where can I play this? I want to play this as well. Alright, so you can just go download it just like any other game on the App Store or Google Play Store or whatever. Just type in War Robots. It should pop right up. War Robots. It's not necessarily a cheap game to play if you want to get stuff quickly. As a free-to-play player these days, I think the game would take you a really long time to build up a good hangar, so it's to the point where it's getting to the point where it's probably going to cost some money to get some of the stuff here, but it's a fun game though. I mean, I've been playing this for 10 years. Things have been changing a lot. Currently, the one thing you need to know if you're going to start the game right now is the modules. They're planning on doing a rework on the modules sometime within the next couple of months. So the current modules are going to be deleted from the game, and they're going to be adding a new system in. So I probably wouldn't spend too much time working on modules right now since they're going to be changed. You got beat up by a condor, Joshua? That must have been a mean bird right there. Yeah, condors are pretty crazy, actually. Condors are super crazy. Joshua, you're probably talking about the Ochi-Kochi. I'm not really sure what you mean by Speed Force, but when you say it blows you away with Speed Force, it's probably the Ochi-Kochi. That thing runs and it knocks you back, but it should be nerfed a little bit. They've rebalanced that one this morning, and I don't think it's going to be able to knock you back as far. But I would assume that's the robot you're referring to. Can't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure. Crazy Gamer says, can you play Seraph? I actually just played a Seraph on a recent video, the one I did about the Hawk. And I didn't have any luck with it at all. It was doing really bad for me. Did they buff the Seraph? Let's find out. Thing is, all the nerfs and buffs, there's so much of it. I mean, it's going to take weeks to get it all tested out. I can't play a million things in one day, unfortunately. Where'd the link go? I wish I could test it all in one day, but it's going to take a while to get all this stuff tested out. All right, let's find the robots that got nerfed and buffed. Okay, technical fixes, yada, yada, yada. Let's see. Seraph is not on the list of robots that got buffed, so I don't recommend the Seraph currently. It did really bad for me when I tried to play it the other day, so I wouldn't recommend the Seraph. Oh, wait, I'm looking at weapons. Wait. Alright, Revenant, Raptor, Shinlao, Ochikochi, Jaeger, Christ. Yeah, there's no Seraph on there. Not my thing, unfortunately. It was really bad. I actually did way better with the Hawk than I did with that Seraph. How to play the old version of the game. I guess you would need a time machine for that, unfortunately, because the old version of the game is done and over with a long time ago. But the closest thing is, like Daniel was saying earlier, the closest thing is if you go into that old school classic mode, you can play something that's pretty similar to the old game, but it would still use your current robots and stuff without any drones or motherships. But that's not there all the time. Alright, so Nimble, there's a leaderboard for that new thing. If you go into the leaderboard... Alright, hold on a second. Let me go look at this, because I haven't been on the game for a day. I didn't play it all yesterday, and I haven't been on yet today, but let's go look at that really quick. I think you have to choose a faction, and you're going to get rewards, if I understand this correctly. So let's go look at it really fast. What's up, Mr. Canadian? Racialized says it's really cheap to get going with some decent bots and weapons. Nothing like... Yeah, you know, as a new player, you can get some dirt cheap stuff. Well, if you got a few bucks to spend, you can get a lot of stuff for not a lot of money as a new player right now. Oh, my game crashed. What the heck? Let me try again. Zishan, what's up, bud? Nice to see ya. Thamth D, what's going on? He says they should stop making new robots and fix the game. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of problems. There's definitely a lot of glitches and bugs going on right now. Some of it, I know they're trying to figure out the problems, but I hear what you're saying. Alright, so the ultimate version of the shock trains, I have no idea. I haven't got to play them. I would imagine they're still going to be very strong, but I don't know. I haven't played them. There's 95,000 things that just got... Oh no, the game closed again. Let's try again. I hope I can get on. Hold on. We'll keep trying. I might need to see if there's an update available, but... Joshua says the lag that kills me. Yeah, lag's not a lot of fun. That's for sure. Is the Trixie Hope pilot good on the Bagler? Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a pilot, any other pilot, that's good on anything. I mean, Trixie Hopes basically just allows you to use your healing module more often, so it's not bad, honestly. It's not bad at all. All right, I think I finally got on. One second. Let me get rid of all these ads. So that was like 3 times in a row that the game crashed for some reason. That's abnormal. Exit all that stuff. My God, there's 943 things I got to click through. Oh, Lord have mercy. How many times do I got to hit the X button? All right, let's go. Let's go take a look at this. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a leaderboard, right? The faction race right here. So for each beacon captured using a space tech robot, you're going to get points. For each beacon captured using an Icarus robot, you're going to get points. And for each beacon captured using an Evo Life robot, you're going to get points. So this has something to do with it. But I think there was more to it as well. Hold on a second. I clicked on the wrong thing. Where is the thingy-dingy? Here we go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab our first thing, but I believe there's a website somewhere that's keeping track of how many people get beacons with the different factions. And as different factions get more beacons, you're going to earn more free prizes out of this. I don't exactly know how it works, but I don't see anything I can click on that fully explains it is the thing. So there's going to be milestones, right? At each milestone, so at 6 million beacons, 12 million, 18. So bottom line is getting beacons with different factions of robots is going to earn people more prizes. And then there's a leaderboard that kind of goes along with that, but I don't know where you're supposed to go to keep track of where these are at. Let me look on the warrobots.com and see if they posted something up there. Or where's the faction race at? Maybe you could just Google search Warrobots faction race and see if it pops up somewhere, because I didn't really see them explain where you were going to be able to find that. But I think there's supposed to be a little thing that's keeping track of all that you can view somewhere, but I don't know where you can see it. Knowledge base. Is it in here? Condor? Nope. Guides. Yeah, I'm really not sure where you can find that. It's got to be around here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird deal. It's a weird deal, but yeah. I think what you're supposed to do is put a whole bunch of robots from one faction into your hangar. And then focus on catching beacons with that group of factions to move that particular faction up. I believe that's how it's supposed to work. It's a weird deal. It's a very strange deal. But yeah. Alright, back to the old school gameplay. There should be something in the news there that you can click on that takes you to wherever you need to go, but I don't see it. Let me look around here and see if I can find anything. There's got to be something. I don't know, it's weird. ACDC says you need at least one immune amp on the Ochikochi due to the lockdown weapons. Yeah, I mean, immune amps are good. I mean, honestly, I think you should really run. I think like the holy trinity of modules right now is immune amp, nuke amp, and repair amp, right? The trinity of those. Banana Man, what's up, buddy? You got a penalty today for no reason. The game keeps on glitching out and keeps on leaving the game. Unfortunately, I don't think the game knows the difference between you leaving and the game crapping out on you. So unfortunately, I think you do get penalties for leaving the game even if it keeps crashing. So if you're in the middle of a game, but the thing is, normally you got to leave a bunch of games before you get a penalty. Usually it's a lot in a row. All right, LH says he tried to play earlier and the lag was so bad he couldn't even move around. Man, I hate to hear about the lag. Peter says, what about all the Chinese hurricane bots? Chinese hurricane bots? I don't know what to tell you about that one, my friend. I've never heard of Chinese hurricane bots. I don't know what that is. Alright, for grade damage restore, what's better, Paladin or Avalon? Personally, I think the Avalon's a much better mothership in general. Let me look up the grade damage. I mean, the Paladin's pretty good for getting some hit points back and all that. Avalon will restore 10% of your grade damage, so either one's going to be good, but overall, Paladin, in my opinion, is way better. So if you have the Paladin, I would run the Paladin. It's got a lot of advantages that you're not going to... Wait, Avalon. I said this wrong. Run the Avalon. The Avalon has a lot of benefits you're going to get that the Paladin doesn't. The Avalon is much better. I said that backwards. I apologize. Hopefully you didn't hear me say one thing and just leave because I said the wrong thing. Yeah, the Avalon's the better mothership in my opinion. See, the thing about the Paladin is to get the extra restored hit points, you gotta not have your shield shot at. I don't really like the Paladin personally. It's not my favorite. Edward says a Mugi plus Kestrel is still fun. It definitely should be. I mean, the Kestrel got a little bit of a nerf, but it doesn't look that bad to me. So I think that'll still be a good drone. Ochi Kochi is still difficult to deal with in Beacon Rush. Yeah, you know, if somebody knows how to play an Ochi Kochi and they build it right, it's definitely still going to be a pain in the butt. But hopefully it just won't shoot you way back across the map anymore because that gets old. Is Behemoth with 4 subduers good? Yes and no. Behemoth is okay, right? I wouldn't give it more than just okay right now. It's pretty squishy at the moment. I mean, 4 subduers is great. That's really good firepower, but it's kind of, well, squishy. I really wouldn't put a Behemoth in right now. At least not last time I played it. It was doing pretty bad. You got to play that thing on eggshells. You got to be really, really careful with it. Make sure nobody can shoot you. You definitely want to use cover, use range, but it's hard to keep the Behemoth alive nowadays. Alright, so you have 2 immune amps and 1 repair amp on my Curry. Is that good? So yes, but almost everybody, if you notice, almost everybody's running a nuclear amplifier because that gives you up to 70% more damage. So if you could replace one of those with a nuclear amplifier, that would probably be a little bit better, honestly. But if you're just going for durability wise, then yeah, you got a good setup there. But I would probably take one of the immune amps off and put on a nuke amp if you can. Altered Beast also got a game penalty. A 12 game penalty. So what happens when you get a 12 game penalty exactly? It's possible they could have changed something with leaving games. I know there's a... I did hear there was something going on with that, but I don't remember what. AC/DC, have I seen the 2014 Godzilla movie? I don't know. I don't think so. Not that I can recall, but I might have. If I do, I don't remember it. Dennis says the Avalon makes you invincible for a while. Yeah, the Avalon... Alright, so here's the thing with the Avalon. It will make so you repair some gray damage, you're gonna repair some durability, and it's gonna make so you're immune to a lot of effects. Like, you won't be able to get locked down, you won't be able to get rusted. It makes you immune to a lot of different things, which is awesome. But it's got 2 protection and 1 support turret that you can throw in there. So you got 2 things to help you survive and 1 support to help you survive. So it's basically a complete support mothership, right? It doesn't really have much attack. It's all about trying to keep you alive. Like on mine, I've got a lifesaver module. I've got an Aegis Blast system. I mean, I guess it does allow you to put an attack thing on there. But I got a lifesaver, an Aegis Blast, and a durability extender. But in my opinion, it's not an attack ship. I mean, you might be able to hit somebody with it for sure and do a little bit of damage to them. But it's really a mothership that's made to help your robot out, if that makes sense. But durability extender heals me, which is awesome. I love that. I wish I could put a second durability extender on it, honestly. What amps are good for the Shenlao? Alright, so on the Shenlao, I've always ran 2 of the immunes and 1 of the nuclear amplifiers. Now you might want to think about maybe running 1 Duke amp, 1 immune amp, and 1 repair amp, because I think the Shenlao is going to need some repair amps now that they've changed him a little bit. So I would run 1 of each if you can. Randy W, your message disappeared there, buddy. So Joshua's trying to find a clan. What league are you in, Joshua? That definitely makes a difference. Is Ophion worth using in Champion League? I would say probably not, unless it's the only thing you have. Like, if you've already got it leveled up, sure, go ahead and play it. But I wouldn't level 1 up, honestly. Right now, I wouldn't put any resources into that robot. You can play it, but it's definitely not what I would call ideal in Champion League at the moment. Nimble says, is the Revenant with the Armadillo drone better than the Iron Hearth? Not necessarily. Alright, so here's the thing about Armadillo. You would have to spawn in the Revenant as your very first bot. You would have to go try and grab 2 beacons quickly and then get 1 or 2 kills really fast. And then you would have 4 stacks, and at that point the Armadillo starts to do something for you. So let's just say you drop the Revenant in with the Armadillo and you don't get any beacons, you don't get any kills, and you get into a fight right away, you're probably going to get smoked. So I would say the Armadillo is not the best choice for the Revenant. You know, if you got a really fast little robot where you can drop in, grab a couple of beacons, and maybe steal a quick kill right at the start, yeah, that's where that thing works. Or if you're playing something like a Skyrose where you're just going to run around and grab beacons the whole time, the Armadillo is pretty good. But I'm not much of an Armadillo fan, honestly. But once you get the Armadillo charged up, yeah, it's awesome. But it's hard to get it charged up is the problem. Alright, so Joshua's in Silver League and looking for a clan, guys. Anybody have a clan that takes Silver League players? AC/DC, what do you mean 1 mice? 1 mice out of 30, 40 games. Mice. I don't know what you're talking about, my man. What is a mice? Oh, you're talking about that dumb cat and mouse mode. I hate that. I hate that mode. You know, I played that once and it was hilarious, but I jumped off the bridge into the water and died. And all these other people did the same thing and then the game ended. It was hilarious. Everybody hated it so much after I jumped and killed my robot off. Everybody else on my team followed me. We didn't like it. I've never played that mode again. It was so bad. Alright, so what Titan do I play right now? Luchador and the Mauler are my top 2 picks. If I could figure out, if I didn't find the new Bagliosaur, I can't say that thing. The Bagliosaur, if I could play that dumb thing that I can't pronounce better, I would play it, but it's very frustrating to play. It's really good though. But I think right now those are 3 of the best, but I am going to be testing out the Heimdall later since it just got a bunch of buffs. I'm really hoping that I'm going to like the Heimdall because it's such a fun Titan to play. If it's good, I might be switching to that and playing it all the time, so I don't know. Can it outperform my Luchador? Probably not, but maybe. Dylan says, what do you think about the rebalance that Pixonic announced? That was live. There's a bunch of it, Dylan. There's about 1 million things that got rebalanced, so I mean, it depends on which one you're looking at, but it depends on the item, right? Some of the stuff got buffed and it's better. Some of the stuff got nerfed and now it probably sucks. Some of the stuff got nerfed and it's still going to be just fine. So, depends on the item is the thing. Oh yeah, it takes a really long time to get a bunch of upgrade tokens. For example, I don't Mark 3 any of my weapons, right? If a robot's got a... What just happened? Not enough memory to open this page. Something weird just happened. I lost the YouTube chat. Hold on a second. I gotta figure out how to get your chat back up. Wow, the whole Google Chrome just crashed. 1 second, guys and gals. That was weird. I never seen that before. Not enough memory to open this page. Yeah, Google Chrome just had some sort of an error. Did anybody else's Google Chrome crap out, or was it just me? Is the Hornet good on the Baglier? You know, I'm actually trying that out on my hanger. The damage is ridiculous, but the reload time is horrible, so yes and no. Awesome damage, terrible reload time. If you can deal with the long reloads, it's awesome. If you can't deal with the long reloads, then you're going to hate it. Mr. D says, can you use the harpoon weapons? Alright, so if you're talking about right now on question and answer streams, I don't play and answer questions, or I wouldn't be able to focus on your questions. So these are, like it says on the screen, it's all pre-recorded gameplay. M. Ryzen, what's up, bud? How are you doing today? Nice to see ya. ACDC says use Dagon, Curry, and Aljun only. For what, ACDC? Oh, cat and mice? But yeah, I mean, I don't really... I save my upgrade tokens for when I need to upgrade a drone to the last level. Now, not all drones are worth upgrading to the last level. A lot of the newer ones are, but some aren't. So I would make sure if you're upgrading a drone with your upgrade tokens, I would make sure it's actually worth it, right? Your pilots, you need an upgrade token now. So drones, pilots, robots. And weapons all require upgrade tokens. So you got to really be careful with how you use them because they'll go really fast. So when is the next giveaway? Don't know. Usually we have a small one on Sundays. Big ones just kind of happen whenever they put them together for us. Should be one coming up again sometime soon. I'm reading up through the chat here. Yeah, Edward, they did not nerf the Luchador or the Rook, so that's good. I'm actually happy about that. Ultra Beast says, Armadillo on my electric Ravena is crazy fun. I can see how that would be good if you get that Armadillo charged up. That would be pretty nice. Ravena's hard to play. And I could see that being crazy good if you were good with it. That's going to be a really hard setup to play. But yeah, if you get the hang of that, that would be very nice. I really wanted to try those brand new weapons that just came out on my Ravena, but they only have lights and heavies. I don't know why they didn't make a light, medium, and a heavy of that weapon. Honestly, I think there should always be a matching set. Like I don't understand why they would skip mediums, right? Not everybody is going to have a robot that's only got heavies and lights, right? Like, I think they should have made all three. Maybe on the next update they'll come out with a third one. I don't know, but we'll find out, I guess. Which weapons to buy with gold? I can't really tell you what all is available with gold, but this is my advice. If you're a new player, you want to make sure you spend your gold opening all of your hanger slots. You want to make sure you have all 5 hanger slots open, right? You need to be able to put 5 robots in your hanger. If you can't, do not spend your gold on anything until you can get 5 robots open. After that, you can kind of do whatever you want with your gold, but if you're a newer player, I highly suggest just putting Punisher, Punisher T, and Thunders on everything because they're really cheap to upgrade and you can play those all the way up to Champion League. I mean, the only downfall is they have a 10-second reload time. Besides that, they're really good weapons and they're cheap to upgrade. I mean, Thunder is not as good, but the Punisher and the Punisher T are excellent weapons. Thunder is just kind of okay. You're going to want to replace that as soon as possible. But when it comes to the mediums and the lights, you can seriously play those up into champions. So I wouldn't be in any hurry to just try and buy stuff. You want to get things that are actually good. Now, I will say this. You can buy the Tehran weapons with gold. Those are medium weapons and they're decent. They're not going to be my first choice to play in Champion League. But eventually, you're probably going to move up into the higher leagues. And you want to make sure you're actually buying weapons and spending your resources on stuff that you're actually going to be able to play when you get up into the higher leagues. So most of the stuff that you buy with gold is just kind of so-so. It's not really like the good high-end stuff. But there's probably like 200, 300 weapons in the game. I would have to go look at each and every single one to figure out which ones are available with gold. So I'm not 100% sure on that one. They've changed it a few times, and a lot of the weapons don't tell you it's available with gold, but if you click on it and then you hit produce or whatever, you can see if it's available for gold at that point. Now, if you see something you're interested in buying for gold, you can ask me whether or not that particular one is good, but there's just, yeah, it's hard to figure out which ones are all available for gold. When is cheating stopping? I don't know, but right now on the PC platforms, they have an anti-cheat going and they're testing it out. It doesn't, we don't have it on Android, and iOS doesn't have it. So if they find out it's working correctly on PC, then they're going to start adding it to the other platforms as well. So right now they're basically testing it out to make sure it's working before they add it to everything. Now, how long do they test it before they start moving it to other platforms? I have no idea. Daniel Sykes says, save your keys for the 100 chests. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of good stuff you can pop out of those chests, so saving your keys for those is really good. If you can watch videos to get extra keys, you know, you can get a lot of good stuff out of there with keys. Is Invader with Mace worth it? Nimble, I would say yes. If you build the Invader well, you get the right modules on it, and you play it correctly, it's pretty good. I mean, one thing you got to think about, though, is just about every robot in the game currently feels squishy. I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but the weapons do so much damage these days, robots don't have enough hit points to keep up with it. But in my opinion, the Invader is still a very good robot. I do very well with mine every time I play it. I mean, it's definitely, it doesn't feel like the tank that it used to, but it's still pretty durable. I mean, it's still good. You got to use the jump to get your hit points, I mean your defense points, and to suppress the enemies as well. So you kind of got to time the jumps properly. And on Vader, I would probably run 2 of the repair amplifiers and a new camp, and run any pilot skills that give it extra durability. But yeah, it's definitely not the super tank that it used to be, but now it's a durable fighter. Robert says Glacier might be the trick. For what? That's the set of weapons I can't wait to test out as well. Might be the trick for what? I must have missed something. Glaciers are probably going to be way better now. Okay, without power cells, how much gold does it cost? You know what? I don't know. They've changed that a few times. It used to be, I think... It used to be really cheap. Someone did tell me that it's crazy expensive now, but I haven't ran out of gold, so I don't actually know. Does anybody here have an answer to that? Maybe somebody's out of power cells and knows for sure. Do I like the stake, spike, and needles? No. So those were really, really good, but right now they shoot really slowly, so you're doing really slow damage per second. Like, they don't have a lot of damage per second at all because they fire so slowly. The shields are nice, but every time I run those, I'm like, nah, and I pull them off my robots pretty quickly, so I don't really care for those at the moment. They're not bad weapons, but they just don't do damage fast enough. If that's all I had to play, I would throw them on there and I would play them and I wouldn't really complain about it. But if I had something else, I would choose something else instead of those, if that makes sense. Fallout says, what developer are you capturing beacons for? Me personally, I'm just going to play whatever I want to play and get beacons with it. I don't know. Some people, I highly doubt very many people are going to change up their entire hangar to play only that faction of robots, so I'm just going to play what I play. That's how I look at it. I'm not really going for one versus the other. Alright, Dennis is saving a lot for upgrade tokens. Yeah, you know, save them until you need them. That's how I see it. Which Titan would I call an all-arounder? I mean, right now, I look at it this way. Luchador and Rook are just really good Titans for pretty much anything. I think that comment just disappeared. Alright, what's better, Atomizer or Freeze Rockets? I haven't got to play the Freeze Rockets after the buff, so I don't know how they're doing currently. I can say that the Atomizer, Nucleons, and the Quarkers... Now, I haven't played anything with just the Atomizers by themselves, but I have played a couple of robots that has the heavies and the mediums and the heavies and the lights, and they're performing very good, right? I find those weapons to be doing quite well. The Quarkers do seem almost stronger than the Atomizers, which is crazy, but they're not bad. They're not bad weapons whatsoever. Ultimate Cossack. One of these days, we might see that. Is the Shy Drone still worth upgrading? Again, I haven't got to play it, but I don't think that's really going to be a drone I'm going to be playing that often now, because that's a very small last stand it's giving you. And honestly, the main reason I grabbed the Shy was for the last stand and not any of the other stuff that it did. I mean, it did some okay other stuff, but I'm probably going to stop using my Shy drones. Let me look at the current stats in the game. I don't know if they've changed the stats yet, but last stand 35% with a 3-second duration. Yeah, they must have changed the stats. So that part sucks in my opinion. So on low durability speed, yeah, you get a 7 per hour speed increase. I don't care about that. No big deal. Whatever. That's fine. On damage done defense, you're now going to get 15 defense points times 5. So 30, 60, 75 defense points. That's not bad. That's probably about 35 to 40% defense points. Wait, hold on a second. 100 defense points is 50% damage resistance. I'm bad with math here. I'm dyslexic. I'm terrible with math. 30, 60. Yeah, that's a decent amount of defense points. And then on deployment, you're going to get 7% extra durability. So here's the deal. The Shy Drone is decent, but the last stand is very short, so it's not bad. If you've already got one, by all means use it. Personally, I don't think I would level one up right now, but yeah, if you got one, use it. It'll be decent. It'll be better than a lot of those drones, but it's gonna be okay, I guess. Skeeter, he says, atomizers are better for sustained damage and freeze rockets for fast damage. Yeah, that does make sense. I think the freeze rockets are still going to have a little bit of a reload, but it's not going to be as bad. Life's tough, but won't miss your stream. Sorry to hear life's tough, my friend. I know how you feel, though. It's a big old pain in the buttocks. Life is out to get us. That's for sure. Fallout, how you doing today? K-Fed says, Nucleon, Quarker, Angler works well together. Yeah, that's a good setup, actually. Oh, you know what? Check. We gotta try these. You just say the radiation weapons died. Hold on. Hold on. Let's find out. Let's check out the fire rate on these things. Do I have radiation weapons on anything? Let's try this out. I'm not going to go into a real game. We're just going to see how fast or how slow they shoot. Let's find out. This is going to make or break them as far as how fast or how slow they fire. Loki, what's up, man? They've done something different here. Wait a second. Huh, they've changed this. Alright. To battle. I see. That's weird. I kind of like the way it was before. Fallout, glad you're doing good. I'm doing alright, my friend. Can't complain too much. Alright, let's check this out. Oh yeah, these will still be fine. It shoots a little slower, but I don't see a problem with this. Let me look and see what they did to him, because I think the only thing they did was slow down the fire rate, right? I don't see an issue here, guys. Unless they change the amount of damage. I'm pretty sure they buffed the damage. I mean, I guess I'd have to really play it to know for sure, but that's looking pretty decent. All right. Hazard. Blight, Decay, Hazard. So Decay got increased damage. Hazard got increased damage. And now they just shoot a little slower. Yeah, I think they'll be just fine, guys. That does not feel that slow to me. I mean, does that feel like a really slow... Yeah, I think this will be okay. But bam! 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 I don't know. That might not be so bad. It's one of those things we'll really have to test out, but I mean, that's a 3-second reload. More damage. I think it's going to even out. You're just going to have to play it a little bit differently, but that doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, 2 out of the 3 got increased damage. I'm not sure which one didn't get it, but 2 out of the 3 got increased damage. I mean, yeah, they shoot a little slower, but I think I'll still use these. This would be fine. I think it'll be okay. We'll find out once it gets into a real game, I guess, but that doesn't seem that bad to me. We'll find out. I'm just giving my initial thoughts going by what I'm seeing there. That's not a real test, so I may change my mind, but that's just what I'm thinking out loud right now. He says, in the battle, they don't kill with 1 reload. I mean, they never always killed with 1 reload, right? The damage is stronger. They're just firing a little bit slower, so. He says it's extremely slow. I mean, I can definitely feel the difference. I can tell that it's slower, but I think it'll be okay. Edward says the Shinlao is still fun for now. Flame Eiffel feels a bit weaker. Yeah, Eiffel took a pretty big nerf, I would say. Pothead, what's up, my man? But yeah, there's so many things I gotta test now. I mean, we're all of us YouTubers. I would be paying really close attention to a lot of the videos the YouTubers have put out, because I'm pretty sure some of us are gonna be testing out different things at different times and making videos about them, so. But there's going to be a lot of videos answering your guys' questions out between all the YouTubers. But it's probably going to take each of us weeks to really test everything because there's so many things being changed. A lot of stuff being changed. Hey, check this out. Let's build up a Heimdall. I'll show you guys how I'm going to be doing my Heimdall for the... I don't have the right pilot for the Heimdall, but I have a pilot for the Heimdall. And I'm going to need to level that up. That sucks. Bummer. Let's see. Do I have a... I have an unassigned Yang Li. I might put the Yang Li on it. I need to sell some of these, but... What's on here? Nothing. Yeah, let's put the Yang Li on this. Unfortunately... Man, maybe I'll do this on the Battle Wreck account because I don't want to level up a pilot on my own account and find out that I don't like it as much as I hope. So I guess I'll be testing this out on my Battle Wreck account and not mine. But when it comes to weapons, I'm going to say 4 Pyros would be good, 4 Runers would be good. Or for the Veyrons and Avoras would probably be good. Looking at the other stuff, I mean, I don't really see a whole lot that I'd want to play on there, so. I like the ice rockets, I just don't like the reload on those. But yeah, I'm probably going to go with, how much did Pyros get nerfed? I know they were talking about nerfing the Pyros, right? Reduce damage on the Pyros, increase the cooling down period from 2 to 5. That doesn't look too bad on paper. Infernos. Reduce damage, increase the cooling period from 2 to 5. Try Fulgur. I think those would be really bad, though, unfortunately. I don't like those Fulgur weapons. Fulgurs, or whatever. I'm not a fan of those whatsoever. I don't see them on... Those did not get buffed or anything. Those are really weak weapons, I would say. I played them not too long ago on something for about 3 games, and I was like, I got to get these things off of my robot. They just weren't hitting very hard. I think they're pretty bad, actually. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'll test that out on the Battle Wreck account. That way I don't have to do it on my own account, because if it's good, I'll no problem level up a pilot for the one on my account. But yeah, see, I was testing this out. It's pretty awesome, except for the reload time. I mean, 12 seconds isn't horrible, but when somebody comes at you and you don't have any ammo, that 12 seconds feels like forever. But the damage is insane on this. The damage is super insane. Do the ruined weapons bypass physical shields? No, but they'll break them really fast. The ruiners will bust physical shields pretty fast. I mean, they don't bypass a physical shield. I don't think anything actually bypasses physical shields. You got to break a physical shield. Now, energy shields, they don't bypass that, I don't think. But Yeah, Hornet's slow, but man, it packs a punch. It hits really, 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 really hard. You know what? Let's go try these in a real battle. I mean, our stream time is pretty much up anyways for the question and answer, so let's go throw these on. Let's throw some new weapons on here and go play a game. Not new weapons, rebalanced weapons. If I can find them. Where are the thingy-dingies? Guys! I can't find the thingy-dingies. Do I have these on another robot or what? There they are. I'm just blind. How are the Tesla weapons? Don't know. Don't know. Haven't got to play them yet. Haven't got to play most of this stuff yet. Hopefully they're still good though. Let's put the... Let's throw ice rockets on a Mugi. This might be pretty good. I hope the Tesla weapons are still good. I mean, for something that's only got a 100-meter range, that's hard to use in general, so I hope they didn't hit them too hard. But I hope these end up being good. Let's throw some Tesla weapons on the Curry. Like I said, there's a million things we got to test here. And let's put the healing weapons on here and see how those do. So, I don't know, you'll get my initial thoughts on a whole bunch of this stuff. But yeah, we're just going to go play 1 or 2 games. I mean, the question and answer's over. For the most part. Our stream time is up. But yeah, let's go try a couple things out really fast. But I should be having a Heimdall or a Revenant video coming out tomorrow. I think I'm going to put both in my hangar, and depending on what kind of game footage I can get. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm an idiot. Hold on a second. I'm looking for... I don't have another one. Son of a butt. They're on something else. Where are they at? I hate changing weapons. Ah, they're on my Scorpion. Unequip. Can I test Falcon? Why did they buff the Falcon? Falcon's an okay robot. I mean, like I said, there's 497 things that have been changed, so it's going to take weeks to get to all of it. I mean, the list of balance changes is probably the biggest list I've ever seen in my life. Alright, so we're going to start off with trying these out. I mean, Falcon's a cool robot, but I don't think they balance changed him, did they? Falcon's kind of an old school robot. It's pretty hard to play, hard to keep alive. Alright, we took him down the last stand. I mean, yeah, I can definitely feel the slowness, but I don't think I'm going to have a real problem with this, honestly. It's just going to be, you got to play it different is all. You're probably going to have to use cover a little bit better. Yeah, I mean, it's, the timing is throwing me off, but oh, these will be fine. Now, when you're in like a face-to-face fight, maybe it's going to be a little different, but the damage is still crazy good. I mean, the damage is awesome. And you got 600 meter range still, I believe, so. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to be complaining about these one bit. I mean, maybe if you're only running 1 or 2, but if you're running 4, this will knock somebody's buttocks into next week, right? This is still pretty good in my opinion. I'm all about it. Slow, yes. Badass, yes. These are tearing people down. Alright, this game's almost over. Okay. They did awesome. Those did really good. I don't know if these are the ones that got the damage buff or not, but they were beating people up. Alright. Let's try these freeze rockets next. Let's see what these do. I mean, it takes more than one game, but so far, so good. So far, so good. Alright, that was some good stuff. Alright, pay attention to the reload. It's still a little bit long. Still a little bit long in the reload, but not horrible, I guess. Yeah, these are going to be alright, I think. So far, I'm not complaining. Damage is pretty decent. Reload's not horrible. I think we can make these work, actually. Oh, they got me. Let's try these healing weapons. The 16-second reload on these might be a big issue, though. Let's get rid of all the ammo and then see what we got on the reload. Alright, hold on. Yeah, the reload's slow, but since might not be so bad. It's not wonderful, but I think these are still going to be usable. They may not be something I use as much, but they're still usable. Yeah, it is a slow reload, but there will still be a probably be a few robots that I throw these on, but probably not everything. Ah, something picked me up. How do you get more items? Play the game a lot. If you can afford to spend money, buy operations passes. Make sure you're using your keys to open crates that pop items out. I mean, bottom line is you spend money or you just play the game a lot. I hate to say it, but... Oh, I don't even have I don't even have a Titan in here that does anything. Alright, we're going to check these things. Okay, let's test out the curry with these weapons real quick. Up, there's Coolburn. So far, so good. Alright, let's see what these weapons do and what this robot does. I'm gonna need my phase shift to survive this one. Oh, the curry got killed pretty quick there. Curry is gonna take some testing for sure. That shell is healing a lot somehow. I see somebody says stop using Metabots. Well, I gotta play against them all day, so why would I stop using them? Should I go in there with a hanger of Cossacks and get destroyed because everybody else has the Metabots? I think not. I mean, if I was in Silver League and I was playing the Metabots, I could understand people complaining, but, you know, we're in Champion League where everybody has Metabots. You need the Metabots in Champion League. So I should be playing all these Raptors with Cossacks? Is that what you're saying? I mean, you wanted to throw a Destroyer in here and play that? Maybe a GI Patton that'll go down in 2 seconds. I mean, I don't know if you haven't really played much in Champion League, but it's pretty much Raptors everywhere, Condors everywhere, robots that you can't kill everywhere, so you gotta have the meta. Or maybe like a hanger of 5 Fenrirs if you want to survive. You gotta have the right bots, I'm telling you. When you run into games like this, if you don't, you're done. There's nothing but meta on the other team, so... Look how fast that guy is going. No freaking way, dude. This is why we play Metabots. Right here. Exactly why. But yeah, it's definitely gonna take... Aw, crap. One of them things. Sir, stop shooting at me. It's not very nice. Alright, that thing almost took out my robot. They definitely fire slow, but man, they pack a punch. I just avoided dying for a split second right there. That Titan is... Yeah, we got our butts kicked. Oh well. Anyways, it is going to take a lot of... It's going to be a lot of testing things out to really figure how this goes. Our team got beat up. Darn you, Colburn. But yeah, they beat us up. Alright, ending soon. Alrighty. So that's pretty much it for the day, guys and girls. Our question and answer stream is over. But yeah, as far as getting more items, I mean, that's really just a matter of playing the game as much as you can. And if you can afford to, buying some stuff here and there. Maddie says something is too powerful, just a tiny nerf. I'm not really sure what you're referring to, my friend. Midnight later. I don't know, I just hate how people will like get all upset when you play meta bots, but I mean, that's what the games are like most of the time. If you don't have them, you're at a disadvantage, but if you do have them, you should put them in because everybody else is running them, you know. Brandon Eller, thank you. I mean, it's not like I'm running 5 Raptors in a hangar, right? I basically got right now 2 meta bots and 3 non-meta bots. I don't know why people complain about stuff all the time. I mean, last couple of months, there's just been so many people complaining about everything. Everybody's just angry and mad about everything. I don't know. Alright, guys and gals, I guess we will catch y'all a little later. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming out. Play Old Cheap SKUL. Old Cheap Skull. I don't know what that means, but... When's the next stream? Alright, so... When is the next stream? Today's Tuesday. So Thursday and Saturday we'll have gameplay streams coming up, so... Pothead says we all play in meta. Yeah, in Champion League, almost everybody does. Almost everybody does. I mean, you don't have to have a full meta hanger, but you definitely want to have some meta if you can. Alright, everybody. Catch you guys later. Thanks for coming out and have a wonderful day. See ya. Lightning out. Goodbye, goodbye. Heck, even the hackers play meta bots. That's even worse. Those are the worst. Hackers with meta? Yeah, that's pretty... even worse.